Legend has it, there was once a king so cruel and so evil that the gods feared him. Since no prison could hold him, he was trapped forever in the form of a great black cauldron.
The Horned King, that black-hearted devil.
Walt Disney Pictures presents The Black Cauldron. Escape into a world of darkness.
Are you coming?
Me? Go in there? Oh, no. It's a terrible place.
A world of excitement. A world of dreams.
Aaron, the greatest warrior, a true hero.
And through the magic of 70mm photography and 6-track Dolby sound, you will be transported to a fantasy event for the entire family.
Look, sire, it's working.
Soon the Black Cauldron will be mine.
In the great tradition of Disney animated classics, now comes the newest Disney spectacle of them all, The Black Cauldron.
I always point to, as far as the division of the studio, aside from the older guys who are all getting ready to retire, you had a side of the studio who was looking back, I think, kind of looking backwards and saying, how do we do that? How do we recapture the beauty of that and then move forward? And I remember Don Bluth had a meeting in a projection room where I forgot what he showed, but he was showing a film and then talking about analyzing mimes and stage performances and all of that. And we walked out of there, and again, I was talking with Ron, and Ron said, he talks about ballet and mime and clowns and studying these things. He never talks about movies. We're making movies. And that was a huge difference, I think, in the two sides. Now, Don took his devotees and left. And I was at Imagineering at the time working on Epcot, but he left. We kind of knew that was his goal. I mean, those in the trenches. And then the guys, management didn't have a lot of confidence to jump to the young guys. So they kind of got these middle people who finished off Fox and Hound, did Black Cauldron. And then you started seeing new ideas come through. And that was really exciting because, again, it was like you could watch a live action movie and say, look what they do with the camera. How do we do that? And then Jeffrey Katzenberg and Michael Eisner obviously came in. And I might have told this story in a previous episode of Combat Radio, previously on. Anyway, Jeffrey was looking at Black Cauldron footage, and he said, and you had the Horned King, who was the villain, coming downstairs. And he said, do you have this from another angle? And there was like silence. And then someone said, we could draw it from another angle. And then Jeffrey laughed. He realized what he said, because, in live action footage, you have coverage. In animation, it's expensive. You only draw exactly what you need. But two sides. Some people, especially the guys running that movie, pointed to that to kind of make fun of Jeffrey, saying, like, how stupid can you be? He doesn't know animation. The other side said he wasn't looking at animation. He was looking at a movie. And what he was thinking is, man, this scene has not got the drama. Do you have it from another angle? And what Jeffrey did is he came in and he brought in film editors at the beginning of the process, because you could put your storyboard sketches up against the soundtrack. You make a story reel, what we now call animatics. And then he could say, an editor would say, I could really use a transition shot here. Or could we do this? It would be part of a discussion, and we bringing cinematography back into animation.
That is brilliant, actually. It pains me to say that, but that is brilliant.
Jeffrey Katzenberg, I have to give him a compliment.
No, I've got nothing but nice things to say about Jeffrey Katzenberg. I mean, I know the interpretations of him vary, but I mean, it's almost like in the moment you're telling us about his live action experience was very beneficial, because he did sort of have a different point of view.
Yeah.
They were known as Lucifer and the Men with Painted Faces. When they burned New Orleans to the ground. And when they sacked Panama, I knew that my road to redemption would be paved with tombstones. And by the time they brought the apocalypse to West Africa and the Indian Ocean, I would come to know two words with biblical significance. No quarter. No quarter. Kill All Masters. Rated R. Coming soon. Available on all platforms. Visit noquarterkillallmasters.com.